Yo, yo, yo! What up, my homeboys? What up, my homeboys? Boy Mark Brothers here, doing some more Mega Man Maker live streaming. And I'm gonna start off with a warm-up level, and then I'm gonna play my own level, because I want people to see what I did last night. Yeah, I know it sounds dirty, what I did last night, but I did something pretty awesome last night. I made something pretty awesome last night. And, yeah, I'm gonna show it off when I'm done playing this levels. I think Lunar Chris is gonna play one of my levels, but I'm not waiting to watch other people play my levels, man. Time waits for no man in my world. See if I can get some streamers to come in and see what people are gonna come join my stream. I gotta get some better thumbnails, man. I keep using the same fucking roll thumbnail. I just don't have anything other thumbnails. I got tired of drawing pictures, man. I don't want to just keep drawing the same thing, you know? I always put the subscribe thing up because I'm hoping people will see that and I'll get more views on my channel, but you do the same thing, man, you're gonna get the same results. Hey, Game in the Past, good to have you on the channel, man. Good to have you here, broski. If you got a level you want me to play, list it in the comments and I will more than likely get to it. I will get to it. I am really tired today. It's a Monday, but I don't know, my job's wearing me out, man, and I gotta get some R&R, you know? My parents are getting old, and I don't know, I gotta help them out of the house. I'm just not gonna get enough time, guys, to be, like, fucking playing these games. I'm not gonna have time to be doing what I'm doing right now as the days go on. You know, you guys who like watching me, whoever's watching the comments, I mean, I'm just starting this now, you won't be getting to see as much of me, which is sad. Yeah. I gotta warm myself up, man, with these dross levels before I play my own levels. See who shows up, man. Get some good stuff, people are gonna show up. I want to get some awesome roll artwork made, but I don't have time to do the artwork, guys. I mean, I'm just so, like, I don't have, all this stuff takes so much time, I could barely get it all done yesterday, just before I went to bed. Predictable, there's a boss with a square room, I bet. Yep. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. And no E-tanks. How awesome is that? And he's weak to the weapon, I have none left, so I'll just have to grind this out with the fucking Mega Buster and take 1 damage. Great, 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 guys. Lovely, man. Make bosses where I don't have any items or shit, and I just have to grind it out. That's how I like spending my time, man. Love spending my time grinding this stuff out. I've made so many levels on Mega Man Maker, I don't even know, I'm just leaving them in there for, like, historical sake, and people are gonna come back and play them, you know? I don't know how much longer this whole thing's gonna be, how much more people are gonna be making levels. I don't know if people are making more levels or less levels now. But if you guys think you have a better level than me, by all means, leave an ID and, tell me what the level is. I'd love to see it. I was never good at any of the Mega Man Maker classic games, to be honest. Yeah, man, they're not for everybody. They're all kind of the same thing. You know, they're all, you play one of them, you played every single one of them. I'm not really impressed with that level, but I don't have anybody else in the chat except for you, Gaming in the Past, so I'm going to go ahead and show off my level. I'm going to show it off here. Nightlight City. It's got 15 likes, 1 dislike. Let's see how awesome it is, man. Whoever's in the chat is going to get to experience this awesomeness, because I'm going to play this level a lot. I worked my ass off making this thing. And, I'm hoping it's getting some good coverage and people are really enjoying it. It might lag a little bit, too, because it's so big, this level. This is the biggest level I've ever made. Literally, it's like a huge 150 screen level. No one on Mega Man Maker makes levels like I make levels. Multiple routes, all sorts of shit to do. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? So much freedom where you want to go, you know? You can fall down and move around, you know? Like all these paths I can go. I can go the lower paths, the upper paths. So many ways to go. I wanted to put more detail in this level, but I just had to finish this up. You know, time moves on. I don't have all the time in the world. But yeah, people who want to play this, man, you can tell me what you think. I'd be curious to know what everybody thinks of this. I'm sure a lot of people will shit on this level, saying, oh, it's too open, it's too big, man, you know? But no, man, it's like 4 levels stacked onto each other. It's huge to, like, get all this stuff in there. Hey, Pedro, man, good to have you on the channel. Look at this new level I made, man. Look at how big this is. So many ways to go. I got this idea a little bit. This level is somewhat inspired by the Sonic levels, of course, obviously. I didn't have any one particular level I modeled this after. You might, I got a little bit of inspiration from the Sonic Adventure 2 to make this level, but I don't know where I was going with it. But guys, look at how big this is. Isn't this impressive? I mean, look at this shit. It's huge. I mean, all the flexibility and freedom. It's almost a little too big, you know? It's almost a little lifeless. I don't know. You can't be picky, you know? When you're like me, a guy who's, like, old now and has to take care of older people, you just don't get time to be, like, picky and shit. Hey, Seraph, man, good to have you here, bro. Good to have you here. You know, I'm getting old. My parents are getting old. I gotta take care of them and all that, and I got a lot of worries on my mind, guys. I worry about a lot of shit, you know? I have a job that I'm uncertain about. I've got a lot of stuff going in my life. A lot of shit going in my life, you know? And so I just don't have the time that I used to have to do all this, and, you know, I'm aging. I'm getting old. Everybody's aging. We're all getting old, and I just don't want to get old. I want to stay young, but that's not going to happen, you know? People tell me I was too young when I was a little kid to do things, and now they tell me I'm too old to do shit. It's like, you have only a little bit of time to get your stuff done in life, man. If you fuck up, it's not a good thing. I'm gonna play this level a few times, guys. I really am, you know? This level's worth playing. I had to rush this boss. How old do you consider as old? Well, if you're playing these kind of video games in your 30s, like I am now, that's old to me, you know? My parents are... I'm not gonna tell people my exact age, but I'll just suffice to say that, I grew up in the 90s, man, so I'm an old dog. You know, I'm old. If I'm in my 30s, I'm old. I'll play it again. What do you consider old? You know? Like, when I was in my 20s, like, younger. Hey, Fire Sawdust, man! Yeah, I sent you a text. I don't know if you got it. I didn't say I was streaming, I guess, but... Dude, look at this level! Look at this big-ass level I made, Fire! Look at this! Look at all these routes you can go. I had to rush this out the door yesterday, like... Because I just didn't want to work on it today anymore, you know, and I'm tired. I called this Nightlight City. I don't know how people... I don't know how I feel about this level, but... It's just so much work to make these levels, and I just got so tired. I had to get this done, man. Or I'd be making this level forever if I didn't do it. I didn't even know the theme I was going with. I just went with some construction and power plant theme, and... You know, I just had to go with the theme. You just don't have time in life anymore. Your time runs out, and you know, and... So many different routes to go. Yes, there are bottomless pits in this level. That is a thing. You know, it is a thing, and well, I can't make. I don't know. I didn't know where else to do with the bottom of the level, and it was already huge, the screen. So, had to do something. Starlight City. Everyone's gonna say Starlight City. I call it Nightlight City instead of Starlight City. I don't want people to think I'm copying Sonic. That's not cool. That's no good, you know? I'm not copying Sonic. I'm my own man, you know? I don't want to be, like, trying to rehash shit from another thing. But, you know, some people will say you're doing that, but okay. Whatever. $55 and up. Dude, time moves on so fast. Like, time is really moving on, and it's just... Every day that goes by, you feel it, man. Once you get, like, into your late 20s and early 30s, you feel it. Like, you're feeling the time moving on. The thing is, when you're young, you don't give a shit about things. You know, you don't really care. But when you start to reach an age, you realize that you can't fuck around anymore. There's no excuse to say, I'm not that young anymore, you know? You know, even though I try to pretend like I'm a young man-child, I can't do it. I can't, like, do it. It isn't gonna fly anymore to be like... People are gonna know that that your time's moving on, and you just... Well, I have no kids, I'm not married, I'm just a single guy by myself. What else can I do with my fucking time but play these games, you know, when I'm not meeting other people? It's how I am, man. My route in life is different than other people's routes in life. Yeah, this is the second act of the level. I didn't know what to do here. Like, I turned it into a power plant, and it looks kind of nice. I mean, you got these, like, fences and stuff. I didn't... The tile set was where I had trouble with. This tile set right here. I didn't know what to use for a second tile set, and by looking at this level, dude, it's massive. I would have to go back and change the entire tile set, and I just didn't want to do that, and I didn't know what to use for it. I used this outdoor area. You know, I kind of winged it, because I just didn't want to spend the time to do all this. It's too much time, you know? So the level is nice and big, but it's not the most polished. I had to rush it to get it done, and that's how things are, man, you know? You don't have all the time in the world to do stuff. I mean, if anybody wants to take, I don't know, make recommendations on shit, it's easy when you make single-screen levels. You don't have a lot to worry about. You're just working with a few screens, but when you do all this, you have a huge amount of stuff you have to, like, fight with and stuff, you know? And, well, that's me, Mott Brothers, making levels like this. It's a big level, guys. It's a big level. We'll play it one more time. Hey, Fire, do you want to jump on and join me while I play this? Like, if you have time, I don't know where you are, but if you want to jump on, man, we can just give me commentary on this level and we can talk about it. Or anybody, for that matter. I don't know. Indominizer, he's not in the chat, or Tomfoolery, somebody. You guys want to jump on? This is the level I've been, you know, I'm here to talk about, so... And look at this. Oops, I fell down. Yeah, there's bottomless pits here. I just like having the night sky in the background. I think I like having a character outside. Oh god, I got a 17... Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna judge people's ages, but... Yeah, it's hard seeing younger people nowadays. I feel sad inside seeing it. You know, it hurts me, like... Being older is hard. You don't have that youthful energy, youthfulness that you used to have where you could just not worry about shit, you know? Time... It's hard, for me at least. I don't know. I have trouble being around younger people because of it. That's why I like to, like, talk to guys like Nico Evaluates or Raw Mithril, or guys that are in my... kind of in my ballpark range, older guys, you know, I can kind of, like, understand me more. Because people don't know me that well, you know? It sucks. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Oh, I can fall. Yeah, you have no idea how much you can fall here. Look at these staircases, man. Mega Man Maker doesn't have slanted floors. Why not, man? Jesus, stop making me do these block things to do that. I wanted to put more detail in the level, but I just couldn't, like, think what else to do. What do you guys think of this level? I mean, what do we think of the whole thing? I mean, as far as the amount of time I gave to it, did you think I did a really good job? Or, I mean, I used all the time I had in the world to get this done. And I tried everything I could, but there's only 24 hours in a day and other things have to get done, so... I don't know. What can you do with Mega Man Maker? You can't make a story out of this game. It is what it is. I think I did a good job with the weapons. I mean, I got the broom for roll. I got the bounce ball to shoot at things. I got the electric thing to hit enemies with shields. I got black hole bomb, pile driver, and our favorite weapon, NATO. I mean, these are 6 weapons. Like, I don't want to put too many weapons in, but they're good weapons. They all have a function, you know. Again, with levels, guys, when you do things right, people won't know that you've done anything at all, like, with this stuff. Like, you know, you could have done this, you could have done that. Be happy for what we have. That's true. If you work out and you get in good shape, you'll feel younger. I agree with you, man. I agree. I don't know. I have a lot of difficulty in life with certain things. I'm not a perfect person, but I'm a good-hearted person. I don't do bad things. I'm a, you know, nice, lawful, abiding person who's, like, a good guy, you know? I keep to myself when I can. I don't like conflict with people. I talk loud, but I'm a rather shy person in real life, you know? Like a lot of us nerds are. The problem with me is I have a thing called the Artist's Curse, where I'm a massive perfectionist with things. Like, I will just, like, things have to look really good. That roll artwork that you see where she's holding the please subscribe sign, I mean, I just spent so much time drawing that thing just to make every little small form and, like, proportion looking good on a character, you know, all the proportions. The head's too big, the legs are too short, her tits are too small, you know? Like, all these little things, like, whenever you draw something or make something, it's just, like, it's never good enough, you know? I don't know if I agree with Shigeru Miyamoto where he says, a delayed product is eventually good, but a rushed product is forever bad. I mean, the guy gets paid to just do work, make games, you know? But us people who have more things to do with their lives, like, we can't be doing that, you know? We're too busy to be, like, getting stuff out. We have to rush things. Time moves on. I don't care what you think about how I rank my levels, Garden Boy. You know, you're free to think what you want to think. As long as you're respectful, I'm okay with it, man. You know, I'm not even really grading levels anymore. I don't have time to do that anymore, either. So, you can believe what you want to believe, man. But, you guys better believe it that I put my heart and soul into all this stuff. And I'm sure a lot of other people put their heart and soul into things. I mean, this level, guys, I think it's good. I don't think it's it's my favorite level. I think I've made better, bigger levels. I think the City of Magic is a better level than this other one. I think this level's a little more concise. I knew what I was doing more with it. I put more time into it, of course. And no, I don't just use Roll because I think she's cute all the time, which I do think she's cute, and I like her a lot. But I also put Roll because her broom can attack different directions. And when you have big levels where, like, you need to attack upward, being able to hit with your broom is very handy, and dodge rolling through enemies is a very nice moveset, you know? So I use Roll for that reason, too. I don't like Mega Man as a character. I'm kind of tired of using him. He's pretty boring. Just being able to shoot in one direction is really old at this point. I don't really want to play him. I don't like using him. Bass and Roll are much more interesting characters. You know, they're much more... they're just more fun to play as and move around with. They're just better in every single way than classic Mega Man. Classic Mega Man's pretty boring. He doesn't do anything. He just slides. You know, you need deeper gameplay. You can't blame me for retiring from ranking levels. Okay. I just don't have anything to say about people's levels. It's the same shit. Most of the levels are the same shit over and over and over again. You don't see, like, much new, you know? Like, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys work really hard, but there's a lot of shit out there in this. And I'm just like, I've been playing this game so long. I've done it all. I've seen it all. I know what every level is. It's the same stuff over and over and over again. I get bored. I want to see something new, you know? I don't want to be so, like, critical and stuff. I want to see people actually put time. I know they don't have time, but yeah, put time into your levels, man. Make big levels. But I think I like this level a little more than the other one. One, it doesn't have any bottomless pits. I always think bottomless pits are a cop-out. I like the purple sky. It's a little more happy themed. This level knows more what it wants to be than the other level that I made. Hey, Balloon Boy, how's it going? Yeah, they're more modern playstyles. They have more depth to them. Roll is by far my favorite character. Bass is the double jumping and be able to shoot in any direction. That's such a big thing to attack upward. Like, that's really big, you know? And I just can't stress that enough. It makes the game much more fun to play. It's why I don't like playing Mega Man X in X4. I think he's a shitty character, and Zero's way more fun to play as. A way more interesting character, you know? It's just, yeah, it's stuck in the 80s. It's like, you didn't give him, like, for Mega Man 11, I was, like, really pissed off they didn't let him shoot upward, and they haven't, and none of the fans are changing that either. I just don't want to play him anymore. He's too boring. The boss, obviously, in this level has a lot more development time, you know? This looks a lot better than just, well, here's Fuse Man, you know? So, this level had more time put into it. I knew what I was going for when I made this level. I knew what I wanted to do. You know, it's a magic level. How do you can't mess that up, man. Roll in a circus level. Roll always goes well in circus levels and stuff, but I don't know, construction level, just kind of weird. Alright, Fire Bro, let me bring you on here. Let me open Discord. Bring, 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 bring. Calling. hey! Looks like I got a hold of you. Can you hear me, Fire? Fire, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, man.
I'm gonna share my screen here. Share screen. Let's share Mega Man Maker. Alright, share, go live. Yeah, you're a little quiet here. Maybe I gotta turn down the volume a little more and turn up the volume on Discord and turn it down a little bit on Mega Man Maker.
Okay. Dude, don't you just love how convenient Discord is to use over Messenger?
Yeah. Yeah, it's much better. This is much better. I want to play this level again.
Alright.
Yeah. Hey man, hope you had a good day. I'm kind of tired. I don't have a lot of time to. I mean, I can play for maybe an hour and a half stream, but hey dude, I wanted to just play this level again and then play the other one and show it to you. You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause I was just gonna like Yeah, I was just gonna like play like your level, but I was gonna do it as a YouTube video instead of me to like give you feedback, so you can sort of like see how like I approach it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's on YouTube, man. Like, yeah, you did a very good job with your level. But it kind of feels more like I forget which levels, but they kind of feel more like in line with like your earlier levels.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about it. I mean, it's not a bad level. I just something about the level gets. I think it's obviously the lack of the tile set is a big. The two parts are a little too identical. I think that's what hurts it a little bit. But it's a good level. It's just I don't know. You know, I had to call it a day. I don't have time to like do too much of it. You know, well, let's go downward here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it took so long. I spent almost all my energy yesterday doing it. I didn't have time to go back and do it. I'll show it to you here though. Let me just get through this again.
Yeah, cause I was just gonna say, man, like, yeah, cause like the biggest thing I saw with your level is that there wasn't really a whole lot of beat to it per se. It was kind of like the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
The same thing. But like, I think that can kind of work out, like, cause actually in Sonic Heroes they actually use that formula where like they keep the same structure of the level, like the same sequence, but they like add like new things to that sequence to kind of change things up. So, like, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the way how you handle it.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, look at this level right here. You can see what we're doing. Look at all the differences between the bottom and the top. You can really see it's different bottom and top. You know, it's got a difference to it. I think and that's why this level's pretty good. But that takes a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? Like, this level's smaller than the other one, not by a lot, but it's smaller, obviously. Shit. So I'll just show you, but yeah, that's obviously a huge thing is the tile set. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm feeling tile set, man.
It's hard.
Things like I really wish like they would add in like slanted like platforms, like slopes and stuff, where like instead you have to like do things like block by block. You can do like sort of like a gradual increase, and that will like make your levels a little more appealing.
I was rushed to get.
I like Magmal 3.
I was rushed to get the boss done. Like, you know, I kind of didn't know where to go with him. I'm trying to think of new ideas for bosses, but it's hard. I mean, I'm just kind of out of ideas. It's hard to come up with new things, and then like this masked man guy or Storm Owl. It took a long time for me to like decorate all this stuff and do it all like. Let me load it up here.
Pixar sucks, man. I hate it.
Yeah. All right, man. You can see the screen in real time, though, right?
Yep.
So yeah, let's like walk through this and like you just tell me what you think of every like little thing and like what
yeah,
the whole.
Because like the big reason I made a comparison between this level and like Starlight City from Sonic 1, it's sort of like the colors. Like the dark blue, the red, like the yellow. Like it feels very like Sonic 1 like, but like it is like I guess it might be the way you structure level 2, because in Starlight City they use a whole lot of like the simple like the one-tiled like platforms.
So I mean what do you think of this first part here? Let's talk about this first part. Do you think this is okay, or you know, it's got a fair theme to it? What would you add? What would you take away? What is your impression of this?
Oh, I liked it. The only thing I probably would do is I probably would add like a little bit of a battle route so the player fail. They would get put onto like the more like construction like bottom route where like there's like a whole bunch of like road blockage, like minor enemies, so like you know like sort of like Radical Highway and like Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
I probably would have added like a little like short section underneath that where you do a little bit of platforming. You gotta go on these little like moving platforms to get back onto like the middle pathway.
Yeah, I wanted to make a staircase since there's no slanted floors. This is the best I can do, and having Roll kind of zoom up on this little thing is kind of my way. Not a very exciting thing, but it's something, you know. It's just trying to show off the size of the level. I hear what you mean though. Like, the problem with this level, unlike the City of Magic, is that the bottom part has nothing. Oops, I fell down and died. But you don't see anything on the bottom. There's a pit. I don't think pits are a good thing, and I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I could have put a bottom there, and that might have really helped it out a little bit. So, go figure. I violated my own advice on that, right? And that's now I can see why it's got. But the tile set, I mean, what else would you have? I mean, just give me your thoughts, man. Like, good or bad, I don't care. You can tell me how you feel.
I mean, I think the title set is just fine. The only thing I probably would have added is, like, you know, some of those like, Impact Man little, like, sprites or whatever. I probably would have added some more, like, sections that, like, have more, like, I wouldn't say a footing per se. Where, like, instead of you have, like, do, like, a whole bunch of climbing, you have, like, a flat section where, like, it's, like, sort of, like, move, and, like, you got some enemies on those little crate things or whatever. And then you get put back onto, like, the staircase thing, or those little rotating platforms or whatever. I would have went like, if I was to sort of like work on this level, I would pull some references from like a couple of fan games that I've played in the past that sort of like handle like construction levels, and like I wouldn't rehash it, but I sort of like understand like the whole core idea behind its design and sort of like try to like use inspiration a bit.
Yeah.
And I like how you did. I like how you included some like falling platforms, like you know platforms that kind of like fall from like I think it's from Rockman World 5. But yeah. Not
very many of them. Not again. I was trying to stick with these kind of things, these Sonic-ish things. But what I really wanted was ones that let Roll go upside down, like turn around in like a you know what I mean, the 360 things where you run across them. Again, another Sonic kind of inspired thing, you know.
Yeah, that would've been so cool, man. I wish Mega Man could do that.
Tornado Man has those in his level. Although you can't move while you can only stand still while you do it. You can't like move at the same time and go forward. You know.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about those little loop things. Those little like loops where like Sonic kind of like goes around.
And he can like run through them while he's going upside down. You can't. Tornado Man has them, but you can't move while you do it. So that's another. You know, in this thing you can move, but it doesn't let you go upside down. So there's no it hasn't been implemented yet, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I will honestly not be surprised if they decide to add in the Tornado Man platforms in 1.9.
So Fire, but now, so this is the first half of the level right here, right? What do you think of the second half? How would you have changed, or what do you like? What do you dislike? How would you like? What are thoughts on the second half compared to the first here?
Alright, so I'm guessing like this is not just like a straight like a power plant. This is sort of like a construction or a power plant under construction.
Yes, kind of. I don't know where I was going. That's the problem. I couldn't figure out where I was going with it. But yes, it is supposed to be an electrical place.
Okay. So what I would have did was I would have sort of like went based off Sparkman's like dot roulette stage, but like make it like open. Like I would have like made like a little like so like you're going to like this power plant, right? And like it's sort of like under construction, so I'm thinking more of something like along the lines of Wrecking Ralph or something like that.
Yeah.
But like
well, it doesn't even have to be under construction. I mean, it can be like. That's the thing. I didn't know where I was trying to go with the level, and I need somebody who would know where. I need somebody who has a vision, you know, who could like know where they should go. You know what I mean, or could maybe do something better. I mean, if any of you guys, dude, if you want to work on this or anybody wants to work on this level, I can send you the ID and you can revamp it and take credit for it if you want to. You know, I just don't know what to do with this thing.
I mean, I'll probably revamp it, but I'll just sort of give it back to you. I wouldn't like take credit. I'll sort of that ball spin and then see what you think about it.
I don't know, delete parts of it maybe. I know it's really long, but you get guys like, you know, Mega Marino that just speed run through shit like doing this the whole time. I mean, you're gonna run out of weapon energy because it just keeps going and going and going. And that's another thing. It goes for a long time.
Well, one thing I learned too, Mop, is like whenever you design your levels, like you want to like sort of design it around the utility or sort of like the things that you the things you give the players access to. For instance, if you know Mega Marino is gonna kind of like NATO his way around the level, you want to sort of either A, put in obstacles that's gonna like sort of like decrease that to an extent, or like you want to like put in like some sort of like you want to change up the platforming where like it forces him to like to not really rely on NATO. He has to like sort of like do things like by hand.
See, the problem with doing that though is then you take away the fun of it, because there's all different skill levels of people who want to play these levels. You know what I mean? Like, and he's just one kind of guy. You know, there's not probably many guys that do that kind of shit where they just go like this, and they just skip the whole thing. You know what I mean? You can, but I think a lot of people will just play role as an honest player. So I don't know. I feel like I like to have the ability to cheese things. So I'm not gonna complain about people like just cheesing the level, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think a perfect example would probably be that role next banging I was playing, because like there's like a lot of ways you can cheese. Like Mom, you like see it, man. Like there's like a lot of sections where like it'll be hard to play as a role, or like some of like the characters don't have a whole lot of aerial movement. But like there's like this character that you can literally fly like above, like you can like literally fly and skip like over like half of like a section. Like it,
yeah.
Like there's like a balance between cheese and like focusing on platforming.
Guys, what do you think of this level? You guys in the comments. I mean, what would you change? What would you add? What do you like? What do you not like? I really want to know people's thoughts on this, because it makes me wonder. I mean, how do you feel about the level? So yeah, I just want to ask you guys that. I don't know. I tried to make the jumps as succinct as I possibly could. I put electrical enemies in for an electrical area. You know, I tried to make it kind of like a power plant. I just couldn't figure out what tile set to use. You know what I mean? It's such a big level that it's hard to figure out. I like the color, the yellow and the black and the green together. It's hard to want to like. I want everything to feel fun, but it's. I mean, the thing about adding enemies too that makes it really hard is you have to be careful you don't put enemies in annoying places, because they do respawn. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to fall off a thing and then run into an enemy. That's annoying. So I have to fight with that too. You know, I have to fight with like trying to like make the level not. You know what I'm saying? I gotta kind of. There's a lot you're dealing with, but you put more enemies in. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of incomplete. It's rushed, this level. I had to rush it. No pun intended. I just didn't get the time to kind of... I didn't have enough time to kind of... I don't know, the boss is really rushed. There's not... You can see the tile set is just kind of this... Oh, shoot. The tile set's kind of the same. The backgrounds... Yeah, they're kind of plain.
The boss too, because, like...
What?
Again, when it comes to Mega Maker, there's not really a whole lot of room for innovation when it comes to the bosses.
Well, there is. It's just hard to do. It's like, I mean, it's really like, yeah, sure, I could just slap down a room and put I don't know, Woodman in the room or something. You know what I mean? And then just call it a boss. But that's not cool. You know what I mean? If you came this far the grand level, you want to do something else with it. You know? I think the tile set in the backgrounds really hurt the level. I think it's the tile set in the backgrounds and the fact that there's just not enough extra things. You know what I mean? There's not enough things to really add. It's too much of the same thing, you know. And but that's the thing. It's so big, though. How do you? It's just, I don't know. Anybody else want to take a fire? I'll send this to you guys. If anybody wants the level, you can ask me, and I can put it on Discord or something, and you guys can take it, or feel free to download it and then tell me what. And then I can take a look at it if you guys want to work on it more. This room here is like a giant Tesla coil up on top. You can't do anything up here. It's I don't know.
Yeah, man, I don't mind working this like level just to like see how I'll approach it. Because that part of me wants to like just build from the ground up, rather than like sort of like. Because if I was like working on this, I'll probably just like build on top of it. Like that's probably the easiest thing for me to do. Cause that's what they were my Mega and Plus levels. So that sort of built on top of them.
Yeah.
But I'll probably end up building this one from the ground up, though.
Yeah, you're gonna probably have to really revamp it. You probably want to really revamp it. I don't know. I don't like putting out levels that aren't complete, you know what I mean? Or kind of, they don't feel full. I don't like to do that, but I just wanted to get the level out there because I was so tired of working on it, so... yeah, we can keep playing it, though. I want to go back to... I want to play this level, and then I'll start playing other levels. White Sky City. I think this level's also complete. This level's complete, you know what I mean? These levels are complete.
White Sky City.
A lot of city stuff, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I love city levels.
Yeah, look at that. Let's be base.
You know, the one thing I like about White Sky City, it kind of makes me think about, like, whenever I, like, go from, like, Savannah to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, how, like, every, like, it's, like, no matter which restaurant you go to in Atlanta, no matter which restaurant you go to in Atlanta, you always see the city. And I think that's really cool. That's what this level kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, you know what, hell, again, this level's good because there's no pits in it. I didn't put a pit in the level. I can't stress it enough. Putting pits in a level is a bad thing. It may not seem like it does much, but it does. You know what I mean? It really hurts the level. Because what's down here? Now you can see if you fall down, it's like, oh, it's grounded. The level has a base. There's something... has a base. That's a good one, right? No pun intended. The level is grounded. You know what I mean? You know, you feel... It feels like a full level. Like it adds a lot to a level to be able to touch the ground, solid ground, you know?
Right? There's always ground.
Yeah, everywhere has to lead somewhere. Oh, shit. And look at this, too. This is another... Sorry. I'm talking too loud. Am I talking too loud? I think I gotta lower my voice a little bit.
Very good, man.
And look at this part here. Another good thing. You can go down here and get into the boss from up here, and, like, there's a little secret. Another cool thing. Obviously, this boss had a lot more time put into it here. It's not amazing, but... I don't know. I think I did a good job with this boss here. I think this is a good...
Yeah, this is your fine Secret in City, where you're like riding on elevators and blasting with balls as you ride on top of the the top of the building. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this level a lot too. I put a lot of good work went into this.
You got C4 lights in that level, man. Great job, man.
Yeah, it's good. So I don't know. There's some mistakes in here that were made and ones that, you know, other levels. I don't go back to levels beyond 1.9. I went back to a lot of them, man. They're not fun to play, a lot of these old ones that I made. There's a lot of them here. I don't know. Anybody have a level they want me to play? Because I'm going to start playing other levels again. And, yeah, Jethawk has Vanished Power Core. Let's see what his level's like.
So, Mom, have you ever played Sonic 4? Like,
yeah.
Episode?
Oh, episode 1 and 2. Yeah, I played them. A little bit of 2. I can't remember 2 very much as much as 1. I played both of them, but...
Yeah. I mean, I like Sonic 4 episode 1, but I like Sonic 4 episode 2 more because, like, I really like the levels and, like, how, like... I like that the first level is a combination of Marble, I think it's called Marble Garden. It's a combination of Marble Garden and a Cloud Ruins for, Sonic, 2. Which I thought was pretty neat. The whole idea of, like, you using, like, Sonic and Tails to, like, do that little duo combo thing.
This level's okay. Not much to say about it. It's kind of the standard level, you know. A nice detail. Oy.
I think what Tyler's doing a little mini little tile thing. He's trying to make the power plant seem more lively.
Well, it's easy to make. Again, like I said, you're just using one screen at a time, so this is really easy to decorate stuff and make this kind of. You don't have to work that hard to do it. It's not a cakewalk, but you're not dealing with as much stuff. you know? And in Mega Man, people like simplistic design over ambition, you know, like big levels. Like, it's... The thing about Sonic games is Sonic games push themselves really hard to do something big. You know what I mean? They try really hard to do something different, as opposed to some solid traditional gameplay that people always do over and over and over again. I don't know. I mean, how do you judge that? Like, that's a shitty thing, like, or it's, you know, Sonic went out of his way to try something harder. People, I don't know. Some people just like simple things and that don't require a lot of like work, but are like, you know. But I don't know. Is that better, like, to just do the same thing over and over that's simple but looks better versus trying something harder?
Try something harder. But you have to sort of like know your risk, though.
Yeah, it's a risk to do this. This not as much risk is involved in this sort of. I'm not bashing Jethawk or anybody. I'm just saying it's not much risk to make this kind of a thing. There's not a whole lot new with it. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, graphically it's good, I guess. But can you do the whole thing though? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound bitter. I'm just.
No, you're good, man.
I just want to see some people try to do what I do. I want to see a couple levels like try to do what I just did, and I want to see how they. I want to see how they handle the whole thing. You know, like how do you try it? No one ever tries it, but you and me, man. Like few people will try doing this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, I feel like it takes a lot of work, but there's a lot of reward, man. Because like, if you look at some of my Mega Man X mod levels, like they took like a whole lot of work to make, but they're like so fun to play if you like go back and actually like play them and stuff. Let's like make those like big levels.
Huh. That's kind of neat. Now you got a little bit of a gimmick here. I like the gimmick going. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna make a single screen level like this, you better have a nice gimmick. Like, you better have a really good gimmick. You know, like Jethawk had the, you know, turning the lights on. That's a cool gimmick. I like that. You know.
That's a tricky jump.
I like that he did that. That's acceptable. I'll give credit to this kind of thing. You know, where you turn the lights on and off. You know, that's fair.
Yeah, that's really cool for like a power plant level, just like having the lights come off and like on. And I think that's part of the reason why I like right bit.
Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really what to do there.
I don't know. Is this kind of thing better than a big open level, or what is it? You know. I get tired of tradition, even if the tradition's innovative. I don't know.
If you're gonna do tradition, at least like make it, at least like put forth effort in it versus like just like doing like a Mega Man 6 or a Mega Man like 9 or 10.
The thing about most the thing about most of these levels is they try to make the level as hard as possible. Like, or they like hard. I'm not going for hard gameplay. I'm going for enjoyment and fun, you know. I don't like this kind of crap here where I have to have a precise. It tires me out and wastes my time. You know, I don't want to do this sort of like it's ultra precise. If you had trouble getting through this, take it out. That's my motto. If I'm dying a lot, take it out of your level.
Jethawk would make something like this. Really as frustrating as this. It's usually not like him.
I don't know. He's like a lot of guys that like really hard levels, you know. It's how everybody seems to be. They just like really hard shit.
Most of those feel kind of pleasant, but it's not really like to make like something like make something like that little challenge that you're like trying to get past.
Yeah, man, I gotta say, I answered my own question about pits. How, like, it's fun, like I just said, it's funny how I bashed myself about it, and it's true, it does hurt the level when you have them, you know?
Yeah.
There it is, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it won't be so bad, oh no, it does kind of, it makes a difference, you feel it, you know?
Yeah,
Don't put pits in your levels.
Because you gotta look at it from a player's perspective. It's like, if you don't see a pit, that means the area is safe to land in, versus like you put in spikes.
Yeah, at least have spikes at the bottom. Don't put pits at your, you know. I feel bad. I feel like I gotta delete the level because I violated my own rule, you know.
Hey man, we all make mistakes, man. That's what I hate invisible platforms.
He gave me good weapons. I'll give Jethawk that. I thank him for doing that, you know. I don't know. When you're young, you have a shitload of time on your hands, Seraph. Like, when you're young, you can just burn the whole school afternoon away, and you're not worried about things like getting a family, or getting a career that you love, or having a job. You don't give a day. You don't care about any of that crap, you know, when you're young. So yeah, you can do all this stuff, but when you're older, it starts to get harder to do things, you know. You realize it's not... If I just, you know, if I didn't make that level, I would have been better off, but... The way I see it, be grateful we have what we have, you know? Be grateful we have a Mega Man Maker engine, somebody made it for us to use, and... You know, and some levels are good. Look at the good levels you made and the good things you do, and not, like, the bad little things you do, you know?
Hey man, one of something really embarrassing that's funny that happened to me today.
What?
Okay, so last night I fell asleep, and I woke up and I thought it was like pure daylight outside. So, you know, I think, you know, I began like, you know, thinking that, you know, it's still Sunday, right? Then I look at the time and I see it's like 7:51 in the morning, and work starts at 8 o'clock, and I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Like, as a teacher, like, you, like, we have like anxiety because if you're late, it's not as simple as you getting a target, you know? You, like, your kid's gonna be waiting out there in the hallway until you get to that class.
Yeah, that's gotta be stressful. Oh, wow, that's cool. I like this boss. I don't know, man, I just feel really stressed out lately, like, this new job I have, all the driving around I have. I feel like that, and I'm sure you do too, but, it's like being in a chair that's about to go backward, you know what I mean? Like you're in a chair that's going backward and you feel like you're gonna fall back and fall on your, you know what I mean? Always on edge about what's going on.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I mean, I don't really feel that way with my job, but like with this like lady I was hanging out with, like I feel like I was on edge. Like she was like keeping like certain information like hidden. Like I didn't like ask her questions, but she was like intentionally left out like details that I wish I saw like known prior to like us hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, I got a life to live, man. Like, you know, I have things to do. Like, you know, like I'm not here like sit here for like 10 hours at just like one event that like I'm just like simply helping you out with.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a kite jump.
Oh. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do know. I don't like some shit. Don't do that, dude. Don't put spikes there when you roll through like that. Try not to do that. That's a bad thing to put in the level. Where like a guy runs through or jumps through and he runs into spikes. Doesn't add any challenge, it just surprises the player and then they die. Again, I wouldn't have a problem if these spikes didn't kill you instantly and reset your progress. Like if it was just, they take like a lot of your health off, then that's fine, you know what I mean? And so I don't have to redo everything every time I die. I hate that. I hate redoing stuff for dying. It kills the pace. It's like if Sonic touched an enemy in a game and he died instantly, it would kill the whole pace.
Or, if you look at how many spikes are in Sonic games, if you touch spikes, you get insta-killed by those same spikes. Bob, how many things kill Sonic instantly in like, you know, Sonic games?
Getting crushed will kill him instantly, like Mega Man getting crushed. Falling in a pit will kill him instantly, like Mega Man. But other than those two things, or drowning will kill him, so... But Mega Man doesn't drown, so I guess Sonic, he does that over Sonic.
Yep.
The thing about Mega Man is there's just so many more instant death hazards than Sonic. You have a lot more ways to die instantly in Mega Man. You know, like, It's just so they throw more instant death around than Sonic does, except for some sky levels. There are a lot of pits and bullshit in some Sonic levels, but
yeah, because like if Mega Man had rings like Sonic does, dude, I bet the players be getting frustrated because like Mega Man relies heavily on you finding enemies and stuff. So like if you get hit by a projectile, right, and knowing just how easy it is to get hit in Mega Man. You can be losing your rings a lot in like this game, and like you can be constantly having to go back to get those rings.
Hey Fire, I see what you mean by not being engaging. This level's not very engaging. That's a problem if you're not engaging. Just doing the same thing. I really like that City of Magic level. I really did a good job with that, didn't I? That's a much better level. Like, that level makes me feel better when I play it, you know? Are you there, Fire?
Yeah, I thought you were like talking about comments or you're talking to me. I can't figure which one. Oh, my dad came in the room. I got distracted for a bit. What were you saying, Mom?
I really like the City of Magic level that I made. I really feel like I did a good job with that level. It makes me feel happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you did a fantastic job with that level, man. Like, you know, making each area feel distinguished from each other, and like just like the different challenges you had in each level, man.
Yeah.
You did like you did more than what you really had to, because really all you really have to do is focus more on like distinguishing each section from like others or different pathways.
Yeah.
But the fact that you made each pathway have a distinctly different challenge, man. Dude, that's like something that not me and Maker players like do. Which I feel like it kind of earned you those seats by likes because like the way how you structure that level or crafted it.
How our grandparents went to school? That sounds funny, Pedro. Oh boy. How our grandparents. Yeah, but just the whole design of it is like really really nice. You know, I mean, I'd say it's even better than maybe as good as the Fairy High level or better. Like it just seemed to have more. Having the bottom part really having a ground is really important in your level. It's so important to have a ground. Oh, it's got a bed here. This is funny.
I guess that's supposed to be the attic or something.
Let's be Proto Man because he's older. He's a prototype. We're gonna crawl through the level.
What's in this level again?
How your grandparents went to school. So they got out of their house, it was raining, they had to run in the rain. I probably should not have chosen blues for this level, I should have chosen bass.
Oh yeah, you have to walk the floor because like there's like no cars back in the day.
Yeah. I'm trying to the name is kind of carrying this level, is the gimmick of this level, just the funny name, you know.
I'm guessing the enemies that you're fighting are kind of like the bullies, the guys you kind of run into on your way to school.
Yeah. Hey, Dos Santos. Mega Man can be bullet hell. I'd say more spike hell and pit hell than bullet hell. Oh God, I hate pits.
This seems more like a Mario-based level.
Yeah, oh fuck, I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna retry this level as base. I don't want to be I don't want to have to just crawl through the level and painfully, you know.
I'm Marcelo.
Oy. Guys, if you have a level you want me to play, leave it in the comments, and I'll play it. I can't play for that long today because I have a lot of stuff to do. I gotta help my parents out with some of the housework. They're getting old, and I worry about them. You know, I might have to start taking care of them more. That's gonna be tough. I don't know. I worry about a lot of things, man. I got a lot of worries in my heart. I can only handle just today, but. Yeah. Wish I could get more people in the chat. Your grandparents went through a volcano to school? I don't know I don't know if they went that... They encountered lava and tigers. But okay. Pedro, I don't know about the volcano part. I don't know what you were trying to get me there with that. Did your grandparents go through a volcano to school? With lava? I don't think I've ever seen lava in my whole life. Never.
I guess that's meant to simulate like the summer afternoon. But, I mean, like that's the best thing I can like make sense of. I guess the lava represents like how hot the ground is or something.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like this is like a stand-in for summertime.
Maybe. Kind of weird, but okay. Who knows? We got epic music with Fireman. Don't mess with Fireman, he's...
I feel like Fireman is so underappreciated by the fans.
Yeah, he is. Everybody... There's... What?
Oh, you go ahead.
There's so many guys that copy Fireman. Burner Man's a carbon copy of Fireman. Like, it looks the exact same way. All the other a lot of Torchman, they took that from him. Poor Fireman, he got totally robbed. What's his face? Flame Man took his design. Everybody took Fireman's design.
Yeah, man, because like there's this Flash game called Fireman Incoming Storm, where like Fireman, you actually play as Fireman, the protagonist of like the games or whatever. Like, you play as Fireman, and like it's really cool how you actually like use this like this little fire buster, and you actually like fight and everything. Like, I think that's so cool, man. Like the Mega Man 1 Road Masters, like I feel like they're so underappreciated. Like they should have there should have been like they should have been probably like the Mega Man Killers or something. Like they should be like the dog robots from Mega Man 2.
I don't know, they're kind of generic at the same time though. Fireman, Iceman, that's very generic, but Fireman. It works, I guess. It's the first game, so okay. Let's see, what is he weak to?
I mean, I'm guessing these Road Masters are named based on like everyday like issues that people face in real life, like Iceman or Fireman, you know, because like, you know, fires, Electman because of electricity. Bombman is more severe. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, we landed on a planet with a rocket. That's cool. I like the animation, man. Japanese people like elements, if you haven't... You know, wind, fire, water, ice. They like elements. They've always been into elements. They really like that kind of stuff. Their days of the week are named after elements. Tsukiyobi is like Monday or something, or Getsuyobi. Kyobi is Tuesday, which means like day of fire. Mitsuyobi, or I don't remember. There's like Tuesday is like fire. Wednesday is water. Thursday is like woods and forest. Friday's money. Kinyobi, I think. Saturday's like Earth Day. And Sunday's Day of the Sun. So the Japanese already have that Sailor Moonish sort of thing baked into them, you know, with the elements and stuff. They like that kind of thing.
I mean, I always thought like Wednesday, you know, because like, you know, Wednesday, like I always think about like, you know, Wednesday would become more like wind. And I mean, I can't really think of elements for the days of the week or something, but I thought it was pretty interesting. The way you know how the Japanese does it.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Hey, honey, I'm home. Yeah. My mom would get me something good to eat when I'd come home from school back in the day. Sometimes I'd ride my bike home from school and she'd buy me a pizza or some Chinese food or something good. Nice level, Pedro. I like the theme of it, the rocket, the moving around and stuff. Didn't quite get the lava area, but I like the rocket part of it. Anybody else have a level they want me to play? shoot your concrete puzzle. What's this?
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
Oy.
Oh, because it's a puzzle about you like using concrete.
Yeah.
Weapon.
Kind of fun to do that when you get a really powerful weapon. You can keep doing that. These kind of levels are generally enjoyable. Nico Evaluate said that the concrete shot was his favorite weapon, like of all the weapons, you know.
Yeah, because I really like the whole idea of you being able to make new platforms.
Yeah, he liked the concrete shot the best. This level has a very lonely feel to it. The music makes it feel more lonely. I always thought Mega Man 10 had kind of a dark kind of ending, or a weird kind of bare bones ending to it. You know, like there should have been more to it. Mega Man 10. It was kind of a weak game. You know, I don't like 10 very much. Mega Man 10. I think it's a pretty lackluster game, but this music really sounds like it could have had something deeper behind it, like Mega Man's got a rescue role, or he's got to do some other more important thing, or other characters could have been. It's a kind of a. I like this theme, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like the level was. It got justice done in the level with what it was, you know.
Yeah, man. Because I was gonna say, man, like that's kind of I feel like Mega Man 7's like Mega Man 7 like Wily Fortress stages. Like you kind of get like sort of like a lonely feel, or kind of like more of a darker feel.
Oh, come on, man. That's a shitty. I don't like this area. Well, at least he gives me a checkpoint right at it. Yeah, just, I mean, the Mega Man plots, man, they really, I hate to be so negative of them, but they always feel like so weak, you know? A lot of them. They don't, the music's so good, for such great music, I wish the plots were, like, really better, you know? I love, this pretty, like, has a really dark theme to it, you know? Kind of a...
Yeah, because the thing with Mega Man X is that Mega Man X is not very Mega Man. It's sort of like if Mega Man X was like its own game, I would believe it. Because like, if you change the characters and like do like an entirely new game, then like yeah, that'll make sense. Like Mega Man is not really meant to be like a serious like game or whatever. I just think they did that for like popularity or whatever. But like I feel like Mega Man is meant to be like Mega Man is meant to like rival Sonic as far as like the selling part and whatever.
There's not enough characters in the game. That's my problem. It's just Mega Man going to fight Dr. Wily again and again. I like characters in the game. I like seeing Dr. Cossack. I like seeing Bass. I like seeing some other guy that's involved in the story. Maybe a few characters that are involved, you know, or like there's deeper plot. The plots are so weak in the games. They're just so... It's always just, oh, it was Dr. Wily all along, okay, and then that's just like, that's it, man. It's nothing like suspenseful. The games always end the same way. You just kill the guy and then the fortress blows up and that's it. It's so... I don't know, it really feels bad. Like, beating Mega Man 10... Beating Mega Man... I like Mega Man 2 and 4 because they felt like there was stuff behind them, you know what I mean, when you beat the game. It wasn't... The endings actually have a little bit... Well, I guess the ending of 4 is a little bit dull, but... At least he's riding on a train home, you know what I mean? There's some riding and he's like... The beginning was good. What do you think? What Mega Man game has the best ending, you guys? I don't like this level. This is really irritating.
Either Mega Man 8 or Mega Man...
I don't know, man. Mega Man 4, maybe? None of them are good. That good. None of them really give you that awesome feeling to them, you know?
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll really just say, like, Mega Man, like, 1 or 2. Because, like... Originally I was gonna say Mega Man 8, but Mega Man 8 doesn't really have an ending. It's sort of just, like, any cutscene, but there's no, like, sort of, like, credit scene.
Every ending's the exact same ending in the game. It's literally that he's standing on a cliff, angry about how many guys he beaten. He still doesn't know what he's fighting for, and he just stands on a cliff over and over and over again, like... And he's either walking home or he's standing on a cliff. That's every ending in the game. I mean, every single game does it. You know, like, what game does not have Mega Man standing on a cliff and walk? Mega Man 6, okay. He puts Wily in jail. That's a little bit interesting, but, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, it does what make more lazy.
I mean, what... 8, I guess, with duos, kind of okay. Oh, I just saved the world and beat the bad guy, the end, you know? No plot, nobody dies, nobody really, like... There's no redemption arc, or there's no, like, other character to it, and I don't want to play this level, this is fucking dumb. Not a good level. No game really has anything that's... X4... Or the X games, X1 he stands on a cliff, X2 he stands on a cliff, X3 he stands on a cliff, X4 he's just blank-faced, going home depressed, still not knowing what he's fighting for. 0, X5, he died. I can't think of a single game that really does anything that's... I guess King and Mega Man and Bass maybe is a little bit good. I don't know, King didn't die, or... Sorry, I'm so negative about... I just can't think of a great ending to the game. Like, I guess Mega Man 2 is the best one, because it was the first thing.
Yeah, that would make sense, man.
Hey, Ray Chomp. They don't have any dialogue. After you beat... I guess 8 or 7 and 8 did, but... I don't know. Snowman. What do you guys think? Does any... Yeah, I'm not going to ask anymore. Any Zero game with a good ending? I was thinking of the Zero endings of, like, 0, 1...
Oh, for me, probably Mega Man 04.
I guess he dies. He dies for the fourth or fifth time again, and he comes back again like yo. Hey, Tomfoolery, how's it going, man? We were just talking about endings in Mega Man games and how there really isn't much endings in them. I can't beat Sonic Adventure 2 because I don't know how to get past Knuckles' thing in the final level. I don't know where to go in the level. Mega Man 4 Game Boy's ending also goes hard? I don't remember that. All I remember is it's just, well, I just want to fight for justice and that's it. That's why I like the, trying to think of games with really cool endings. I like multiple endings in games where if you could be the bad guy, like Mega Man defies Dr. Light and goes out on his own and stuff, or does something else. I don't know, maybe Dr. Light dies in the game, or another guy dies and the story continues as something else. It's just... You know what I mean? Like, the plot continues with a deeper thing. New characters are introduced and they're doing new things. It's more like... These games are more like DuckTales episodes. You know what I mean? Like, here's another episode, or... to be, you know, until next time. They just kind of end the same way as they start. Sort of.
Very comical, right? Yeah, man, like... Here you go. Dang it, man, that's like the sixth time like yarn today. But yeah, man, like a lot of these like games are kind of like the same. It's like, you know, it's like cartoon logic. A character dies, but they don't really die.
It's a cartoon show. The Mega Man games are cartoon. The plot is a cartoon. It's for little kiddies. It's not for like adults. They're not serious plots. They're children. They're a good guy beats a bad guy up, black and white. The end. And in a way, I like that Sonic games actually have more serious... I think it's cool that Sonic actually tries to make its plots deeper. I think that's interesting. Like, I don't know, I don't need just a plain boring plot in the game. I want to see some depth in my games.
That's also one reason why I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Where, like, basically, it's like the prophecy of, like, Sonic, like, going super to save, like, Angel Island. Like, that's one reason, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is probably one of my favorite 2D Sonic games ever, because I just love the plot of it. It's really the first 2D Sonic game that has, like, really, that has, like, really, like, a story depth to it.
Yeah, I mean, and there's actually, like, feelings between characters, you know, but... I don't think Mega Man has ever apologized for destroying somebody. I don't think he's ever surrendered and said, I'm sorry and I can't do this, or he's never really done anything in that. He's never lost, really surrendered in a fight. He's always just fought and told other guys not to fight. Maybe he gets captured at the end of a game and gets beaten or something. I don't know, like something... something different, you know, or then you play as another character through the story to see his side of it, or you have to go through another arc, you know, instead of just... That would be an interesting idea, you know, instead of just, oh, okay, my job's done, I beat the final bad guy, oh, okay. I'm gonna go home and just stare blank face. I know he's a robot, but when he's angry, you know, he's but then he's like, oh, blank face, yeah, it's true, if you look at him, he looks angry all the time, like, and then he's like, well, what did I do that for? I'm mad again.
Yeah, that's one of the things I kind of wish that like the Mega Man game sort of did was connect like the plot threads between both games. Like, wasn't it the plot of Mega Man X1 to X2?
Why did I have to destroy that guy? Why did I have to fight? I don't know, because you didn't want to like make peace with him. You chose to fight and destroy him. You didn't really like, you didn't really try to surrender yourself. You decided to fight him. Like, you didn't say I'm sorry or anything, or I apologize for what I did. I was wrong. You know, he never does that. It's never like. There's no dimension to it, you know, never. Matter of fact, he doesn't even identify himself to anybody, like, Duo? You know, he goes, who are you? My name is Duo. Duo doesn't say, who the hell are you to Mega Man? What are you doing here? Mega Man never even introduces himself to anybody. X never introduced himself to anybody. I don't know, they don't have any arc. They don't ever ask, hey, you know, Blue Boy, Mega Man, what are you fighting for? Why are you doing this? Or, you know, they don't really... He never says anything to anybody. He never develops himself. He's kind of... There's nothing to him, you know? I just noticed that. He never...
Plus in Mega X7, X is kind of just like... He's like a whiner. He whines about fighting all the time. They said the main reason why X like contemplates like fighting like Mavericks or Red Bloods and them. And,
he's
like,
just...
They say like take her out to 1,000,000.
He's just like a good Samaritan police officer, pretty much, is what he is. He doesn't really have any, like... reason to do anything, you know? Yeah. The Metal Manufacturer? I'll keep playing some levels here. If you guys have any more levels, man, list them and I'll play them. Colonel, X, why are you fighting me? Don't you understand what Repel Force is trying to do? Why do you continue to get in our way? Well, I fight for the humans, Colonel. I must defend humanity, and you've broken the law with humans, and I must... You know, he doesn't really say that, you know? He doesn't say... The bad guys don't say, why are you defending these humans? Why do you choose to do that? Well, because I'm a maverick if I don't. You know, he doesn't, like, say anything like that. It's never, like, just like, stop right there, you know?
Dude, I love this level, man. I like how, like, the different tiles that made this level appear bigger. Or more like vast.
Yeah, it's got a nice color set, doesn't it? I like the colors, the yellow and the... I dig it. Although I don't like pits, but... You know, black, orange, yellow, good color scheme, pretty simple. And he put some detail with the little nuggets right there, the construction nuggets, that's a nice little detail here. Clean, nice artwork, nice art style used. Can't go wrong with that, right? You get the good color combinations. This guy's got it right. Simple level, but
yeah, blue and orange are a really good color combination.
Yep, and black. Just enough detail to be good, but not... Looks like something Indominizer would make, actually. Where was I again? What was I talking about?
Oh yeah, X and like... Oh yeah, X doesn't introduce himself to the enemies. He's sort of just like... He asks the enemies to introduce themselves, he doesn't...
Yeah, he never really answers questions. Like, Sigma's like, why? Why have you done this, X? Why? He never really says why he does anything. He doesn't really explain anything to him. He just walks off and doesn't say shit, you know? It's like... Hey, how can you do this? There must be a peaceful solution. But he never actually says why he's doing what he's doing. He just says he's fighting for everlasting peace, or I guess he's fighting for the human government, you know? Like, he tries to be this really deep character, but he doesn't say what he's doing it for. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Zero even says, what am I fighting? So what is he fighting for? The games never want to explain this, and he never even tells his adversaries why he chooses to fight. I think he said the same thing to Hymax. Hymax is like, what are you doing here? What is your involvement? Never answers him. Never says anything. He's just fighting. He's just a police officer basically that just says, "I'm just following orders basically, and I got to do what I'm told to do, guys, you know, and I'll leave that up to the judge or whatever." That's kind of how he is, you know. He's not a thinker at all, even though he tries to be one. He's not a thinker at all in the games, ever.
Yeah, at that point you're basically going against what like Dr. Light at that point he's like going against what Dr. Light intended him to like sort of like do.
And that's the problem I have with the stories, I guess, is there's no depth to him as a character. He's just a good Samaritan or a law guy following what he's told to do. He doesn't like rebel or like ever tell Dr. Light, no, I'm going to spare these robots, Dr. Light. I don't believe in destroying them, and if you don't like it, you can shut me down too. And Roll jumps in the way, yeah, and shut me down as well. You know, and they both give their hugs goodbye, and Dr. Light shuts him down, or some other guy comes in and shoots him. I don't know. I like the level of the graphics. Good level whoever made this, man. Good stuff. So, yeah. I mean, even Zero himself isn't really saying what he's fighting for. He's fighting for Seal, I guess. Just if an enemy appears before me, I will destroy it. I mean, I'm not like I don't want to hate on the whole development of the games, but it is something I've noticed with all of them. They never answer questions, the guys.
Yeah, this gotta go straight to business. And I guess that's the way of the game, like trying to speed. I guess that's the way like the creators trying to speed the gameplay, but still.
A lot of good guys never do that in games. They never explain what they're doing. Why are they doing? And the bad guy never grills them. Why are you doing what you do? They never answer that in games. Like they never actually. You never have a bad guy question the good guy about his motivations and, you know, kind of say, you know, why are you doing this? Can't you see what, you know? They don't. What would they say back? What would X say or Mega Man say back? You know, why do you choose to? Why do you do what you do? Well, I fight for the government. What would he say back to that? How would he respond back? I think he said. King said to Mega Man, "Why do you fight for these humans? Robots are superior." And he's like, "Superiority is not the point," or something. But he doesn't say why he's fighting for them. He just talks about superiority. So I'm gonna assume he's just fighting for the human government. That's it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then wouldn't that mean that the Light is sort of like working for the human government then?
X is definitely fighting for the human government. He's part of a force. Like he's part of a police military force. He definitely is a government guy, and I guess Rock is there to keep peace and stuff. Or I don't know. Do the humans know who he is? Are they out to like stop him too? You know, like, don't you understand? I'm the law here. I'm in charge of this place, and I don't remember ever authorizing you to bring weapons into this fight and do all this stuff and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's one reason I sort of like the other series outside of Mega Man X, because in Mega Man like Zero and Mega Man Zero, like Mega Man ZX and Mega Man Star Force and really the Battle Network series, it's like I think they have a reason for fighting, but it's like the characters are sort of more under free will versus like being resistant to like the law.
The Maverick Hunters weren't the good guys. Yeah, they're not good guys. I don't really think they're good guys at all. There's a Hard Gus level. I'll play this. I don't think they're any better than Repliforce. They're just, especially Zero. He's just a killer. He's no better. They're just warmongers too that are just doing what I was. Never apologize ever. They never said sorry once in the whole thing. Ever. I mean, I don't blame like Storm Owl. Fuck the Maverick Hunters. They're just, you know. It's not like they wanted to get in fights. I don't know. If they told X to drop his weapons, he'd say, "I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm gonna have to fight you. I must do what I can." He'd do the same thing. You know what I mean? If they told him to drop his weapons, he would say no. I guarantee. He has never surrendered in a game, or apologized, or did anything else. Like, you know what I mean? So you can't blame the Repliforce for that. They weren't. I don't know. I guess they're attacking things and causing violence, but they could break away non-violently. The plot's not really explained. Why don't the humans say something? It's pretty bad writing.
Yeah, because like, it makes you think, sort of like, right? Especially in Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4. Like, what are humans doing? As like Mega Man, as you see like Mega Man sort of like go across the stage, fight a lot of these bad guys that like cause like issues in like real life.
It's not as bad in the classic games because you can chalk it up to, you know, Dr. Wily making stuff and Dr. Light, and they're both fighting each other. You know, they don't know robots. It hasn't really been established much. It's not as glaring in the classic games, but the X games it really is glaring because the humans are nowhere to be found at all, and he's still doing things for them, so... Hey, Jethawk, man, good to have you on the channel. Yeah, I played your level, man. I like the graphics you put in it. I thought the gimmick was kind of cool that you did, but a little simple level, but that was cool. Oh, I gotta start all over again. That stinks.
Dang, man.
Hey, Jethawk, did you play my level? Have you looked at my levels, man? I'd like to see you start playing mine. I got Fire Sawdust here, and he's we're talking on Discord. So yeah, I don't. If you're on Discord, let me know if you want to join my server, bro. Be happy to have you on here. You're around my age, aren't you, Jethawk? You're like an older guy, right? Like kind of. I don't know. You're not in your 20s or you're like your teens, right? You're like older. You don't have to tell me your age, but if you're over like 26 or 27, man, that's cool. Yeah, Ray Shuffle Plat.
Most of like the veteran Mega Man players like Pink Kitty, Rose, Nico Valrates, and like even Mega Marino, like in their late 20s or like the 30s or 40s.
Yeah, they're in their 30s, some of those guys. Like, and that's why I was like, I want to stream with those guys so I can like talk to them about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, we have like stuff in common. You know what I mean? Like, you know it, like I know it. You know, you experience the same things.
Yeah, man. I'm just like sort of like looking at your gameplay or whatever. But, like,
Well,
yeah.
Mithril's got to be up there now. I mean, he's been doing this a long time.
Oh yeah, Jethawk's still pretty young.
Yeah, you're young still, man. I guess relatively young, whatever that means. I don't know. I try to ignore age as a thing. I don't like to think about it, but it hurts though when it just gets to me.
Yeah, I feel, man. Especially like, yeah, man. Like that's one reason, man. Like, I wouldn't really like stress too much about like life and everything. I would just like sort of like just do what's best for you and just like sort of like see where it takes you. Cause like me, I know whenever I stress about my life and everything, I know for me like things start to like get worse.
It's just me, or is the volume really loud? Volume seems really pretty loud here for some. I don't know why it just seems louder than normal. Binary Code, I posted something to the music channel. I'll take a look at it, man. Guys, play my levels in that level in the meantime, and just let me know what you thought of it. That Nightlight City level. Ugh, I hate these pit guys.
Yeah, my biggest issue is that you're kind of forced to wait. Whereas with like the ones from Mega 8, they kind of pop in and out, and then they're gone.
So far, no, I haven't run into any open levels so far. It's been all kind of single screen ones here.
This level should have been open.
Guys, we should take bets to see if I'm going to run into any open levels. Like, I bet you there will be one open level that you'll see, Mop. Maybe. Hey, Jethawk, bro, why don't you make open levels like I do? Why do you, like, always make the same closed levels? I'm just curious. Have you ever tried making open levels, man? Just curious, man. I'm not like, I don't want to lecture anybody about it. I'm just curious. Well, Mop, maybe you don't need to be so curious. Maybe you just need to let live and let live. Alright, man. Alright, okay. That's fine. People make what they like. Oh yeah, I gotta kill this guy. Put a guy above me, there's the challenge.
If only Mega Man can aim, he could out boss in like an instant.
Oh yeah. I was gonna watch Luke.
Was that he's just like sort of like the same thing over and over again, the same structure.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do when you're making these kind of levels because you just have like screen to screen. It's not too hard. The thing about making a big open level like I do that makes it hard also is that if you put too many screen transitions, it really starts to kill the pace. You know what I mean? It kind of doesn't work very well to do that. Like you don't see that in Sonic ever. It would be very jarring for him to suddenly go to a small area with some screen transit. I mean, you could. I don't know. You get the flow going. You don't really want to stop it. So I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about in another level. This level's getting repetitive.
Yeah, that's what I meant, man. Just the same thing over and over again.
More Mega Man 10 themes, huh? Excuse me.
I guess the mech can kill electricity. Or beat electricity.
Electricity is like that wild card. Like, what hurts it? You know what I mean? There's so many things that can... Water can hurt it, or blades can hurt it, or... I don't know. Peeing on it can hurt it. You know? I guess it's okay. What was I gonna do again? I was gonna show off something. I don't remember what it was. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I don't remember what it was before Ray Chomp's thing. Oh, I was gonna show the level I'm talking about, the Electra base. This is like an example of a level that Hey, yeah, thanks, Hard Gus. I'm always trying to make my levels creative. Even my older levels were bad to make them good again. Yeah, you can go back and rework your levels. This is a level, Electra base, that kind of... I like this level. It's like an example of what I was saying where... You see, we'll start off with a big open area here. And then you have this open area right here, as you can see. You got some good weapons here. I like this level a lot, too. I think this is a fun level. You know, you have this nice intro area here. And then you see how we have a screen transition into this little room here. We have this big open area, and then we have a little room. What do you guys think of doing levels like this? Kind of where you have a big open room, and then we have a little room, and now we have another big open room again. Like, kind of shimmy-shaying back and forth between them. Do you think that's a good thing to do? Do you think that's better than just having all open room, all long corridors?
Yeah, I think that's a lot better to do.
You don't think this is too jarring?
No, I don't think it's too jarring. I just think, like, just having, like, sort of, like, the variety doesn't really kill the pace. Like, as I was looking at you play this level, like, I didn't see that whole thing where the base guy got killed.
Yeah, it's got variety in other rooms. I mean, variety is... Yeah, it's good to have variety. It gives a level structure. I think it's a little better. Like, you don't have to have all single screen. You don't have to have all open screen. Or maybe it's just because the level's detailed. I don't know. Like, yeah, it works for Super Metroid, and it can work for this as long as you keep it fairly linear. It can work. It doesn't kill the pace at all. Granted, I spent an absolute ton of time making this level. I like, deleted so many things. I remember when I made this, I deleted so much from this level. It was a lot of areas were just thrown out and re-added and stuff, and, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like me whenever, like, I'm, like, working on, like, some of my levels. Like, I just feel like for example, with Coleman stage, like, there are, like, parts I just sort of, like, scratch out and bleed to retweak. Or just, like, outright just, like, rewrite. Because, like, they don't work.
Here's an example of something I'm not sure about. This area up here, some people might really hate this area. This part here with all these lasers. There's no other way to get through this part than to either roll through the thing. You can't take an alternate route. You have to find a way through this part of the level here. Do you think this kind of kills the pace to make this part here, or do you think it's okay? It's just a short part, but this is a controversial area. What's that?
I think it's okay. It just depends on, like, sort of like the pacing, or how the players, like, sort of pace a little earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter which way you make the level as long as it's a quality level, you know? As long as the level's, like, quality, I think it's okay. I don't know. It's distinguishable.
Yeah, they always say quality over quantity.
The level's it's a distinguishable level. Like, you saw all the little areas in this level. That's important, you know what I mean? To distinguish your level from another level.
Yeah, man.
In my opinion, it should have been an optional area. The ending area, AXK. Do you think that would have been better to have made that optional? I don't know, it felt like that, like, it's a very hard area. You had a lot of easy stuff, and then that final area, you're forced to find a way through those laser beams. You have no other way. You can't go, like, upward to get through that part. You can't go an alternate route. I like giving the players a choice to get through things. I don't like making them have to do one thing, you know? Because they might not be able to finish the level because they just didn't know how to get through that part, so... I like the blues level one. Which one was that?
Hey, Mom, I'm just gonna allow something to charge you here.
Sure. This one, the bad case of the blues, is this the one you're talking about? Let's play this level. The blues... I don't know what he's talking about, the blues level one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the bad case of the blues. That's kind of funny.
A bad case of the blues.
Everything's all blue.
Yeah. I was gonna put him in a jazz outfit, like a blues outfit on a scorecard at one point, you know, when I make, like, show-off levels and put some, you know, some music that's like boom, 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 boom. You know, like some jazz kind of big band, sort of like, you know, moody blues kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what you mean, man. Yeah.
He likes this level, huh? Yeah, it's a pretty nice level. Boom, 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 boom. I like to dance in real life. I like ballroom dancing and swing dancing in real life. I'm thinking I could meet some women doing that.
Yeah, man, that'd be really cool, man. Cause like I know, like I went to like this little hotel yesterday, like doing like this little event thing, and I was just like going to like the ballroom and sort of like dancing. Yeah, man. I suck at dancing though.
Yeah, it takes time to learn steps and stuff like that. Shoot. Do the Mega Man dance. Boom, boom, boom.
The best I can do is like sort of like mimic what I'm seeing, but like if I don't like know the specifics, then like yeah, it kind of falls flat. I used to be really good at dancing a lot as a kid, but like often like a lot of people is like were wondering if I was a kid because it's like it like looked like I was like doing like a whole bunch of movement, but like there wasn't really any sort of like rhythm.
Oy. Hey, I haven't forgotten about your level, Ray Chomp. I'm gonna play it next, and then I'm gonna give a last call because it's getting late and I got stuff to do. But unless you guys really want me to play other levels, man, I'll play them. I'll play levels if you guys. Oh wow, that fish takes 10 HP off you if you hit him. By the way, 10 bars of health. I'm not kidding.
Dang, that's a lot.
Actually, with blues, he takes double damage, so he'd be doing like 16 or 7, like a lot. That's like half your health. Let's see what that is here. I think that's like. Holy shit, that's a lot. Let's see. Yeah, oh my god, look at that! If you touch him with blues with the double damage, oh my god! That's 20 health for getting hit by that guy. Don't touch that guy. Oh my god. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what got me to Mega Man 9, is that Mega Man 9 double damage? Oh my goodness. That changes everything. Like, that means you can't basically touch a boss, or else you would lose like an insane amount of health.
Mother, wow, I did not... Wow, dude. Don't run into that guy as Proto Man. Holy shit. Or Blues. Blues! I like Blue... I don't know, Blues, Proto Man. But why Bass and not Forte? I think he respawns too. Yeah, they respawn, so that's another thing. I had to be careful the way I put that guy.
Man, I gotta replay this level, man. This level's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't play this one very much. It didn't get a lot of likes or much attention, this one. I think Mega Marino played it, but kind of didn't really, didn't get too much. You're still here just hot and tired? But yeah, it's getting hot where I am, man. I wish it would rain, man. I love rain. I like cooler days. I don't like really hot days.
You know, that's one thing I'm glad, man. I'm so glad I'm so close to summer. As far as like teacher-wise, like I'm like almost done my job.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things, like as you get older, like.
And now he's
like,
red.
Really, like,
oh, just one thing, just a second. Now he's red. He shed off his blue things, and yay, everything's all colorful now. Look at that. Okay, sorry, man. I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, like, as you get older, like, you don't really appreciate the summer, but when you're, like, a teacher, like, your summer is, like, heaven.
Yeah, I bet, man. I imagine you're just gonna be so, like, feeling so much better when you're done with the school year. I don't even want to imagine the stress you go through, dude, and just the days counting down till you're done. You know?
Oh, yeah, I just... Oh man, yeah. I'm just like so glad milestone testing is starting because like once milestone season starts, like you're basically in school year at that point. Like or at least like it started very late and it started later than usual. So because of that, by the time we finish milestone testing, it's basically like the final week of school and that's it.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Ray Chomp. I don't know if it's your birthday or not, but oh yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Who knows? Happy unbirthday. Merry unbirthday. Whatever that means. Be my favorite girl. That's cute.
Oh, I guess those are his favorite robot masters.
Oh. Freeze Man, Tornado Man, Splash Woman. I take it, man. I take it. Nice level. That was a breather. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna play one more. We're gonna give last call here. Anybody have another level? We're just gonna play Mario Maker's level. Pokemon Leader Kuba stage. I don't know what this is, but this is last call, guys.
The gym leaders.
The what?
You know, like the gym leaders. Like, I guess it's like sort of like a reimagining of like, what if like Mega Man gym leaders? Like, what if like Pokemon gym leaders had like their own like Mega Man levels? You know, like the 8 gym leaders in Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's like my interpretation. Yeah, so like Brock, Misty, that electric guy. Yep, it's basically Pokemon.
See you later, Dos Santos.
Well, have you ever played Pokemon?
I never got into the Pokemon games very much. I didn't really get into the games. I don't know why. My brothers never were into them, and yeah, I just didn't get into them much. I don't know why. I just didn't care.
Yeah. So basically, like the whole idea is that in Pokemon you got like 8 gym leaders, which are like usually elemental like base theme, and you gotta be 8 of them in order to get to like the lead, the Rocket League, or I forgot something to do, like I forgot the name of it, but like basically like someone is taking like the 8 gym leaders from Pokemon Fire and Red and sort of like making their own like Mega Man stages. You know, this looks very like half-baked, this like level. Not very much this level.
Yeah, it's the simplicity in some of this stuff. I can see the charm in just having a simple thing of jumping up in the air like this. Just kind of simple, but I don't know. Simple.
Yeah, this is the poison type gym.
What is the perfect Mega Man level, dude? I don't think there's no perfect level. Like, there's no like one size fits all sort of thing. I guess there's not. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing is though, like, there's different approaches to make Mega Man levels that eventually, like, because of the limited assets in Mega Man Maker, there's only but like so much you can really do to like try something new. Okay, now I'm confused. I have no idea what this part represents.
Yeah. I remember I collected the Pokemon cards. I was always trying to get the Charizard card because they said that was the best card in the game. You know, the most powerful card in the game.
I love Charizard.
And sure enough, Satoshi, or Ash as they call him in America, and he has Charizard, or he likes Charizard. He's a big Charizard lover after Pikachu. Him and Blastoise and Venusaur and all those other... Back in the day, I always thought it was fire, water, and grass were the 3 elements, and it was a rock, paper, scissors thing, you know? Fire hurt grass, grass hurt water, and water hurt fire.
Yeah. But like then like sort of like when they added like new types like dark types, like psychic types and like other types in Pokemon.
Lightning and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, I also like my favorite Pokemon game is probably Pokemon Emerald or like Pokemon like Diamond and Pearl, because like just like seeing the way how the types got expanded and like the sort of like the new like things he can introduce. But I'll never not appreciate Pokemon Fire and Red. Because even though it's simplistic, it's still a pretty good game, though.
I kind of like this level. I don't know, it's not bad. It's got a little bit of an interest to it. It's quirky.
I don't get the references, though.
It's a quirky level.
Like, I don't even get what this has to do with like, Pokemon Fire and Red.
Maybe it's a good thing I don't know what it has to do with it, because I'm just enjoying it anyway. You know, you don't have to remember what everything has to do with something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it does give you a psychological effect when you think a level has something. You know, you give like a level like Roll's house, and then you go into like some power plant. You're like, you call it Roll's house or something, or the donut shop, and it's like in a jungle. Like that suddenly doesn't work out very well if you make a level, call it the donut shop, and it winds up being in a jungle. It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
actually, Mario Maker levels that did that, because like one of my favorite YouTubers I watch named Ryukar.
yeah.
I remember like he'll play these like Mario Maker levels that we call like banana salt sundae or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But it'll just be a really hard like rock level, and like I'm like, or like canyon like level, and like just like yeah.
I'm waiting for a new Pokemon type. Why hasn't there been any light types since the dark types? I wouldn't know, dude. I don't know anything about this stuff. Can I get over this thing somehow? Let's see. No, it doesn't work. Oh boy, we got another stupid-ass pit here. We gotta line this up just right. I hate this kind of stuff, guys. Don't put this in your level. This is really annoying. And poor Tengu's, I don't want to boil him alive, so, yeah, I don't really have a fucking way to get through this, do I? Let's see. Well, I guess I can use an M-Tank. But really, what other weapons would you use here to get over this tiny-ass pit with a thing I'm gonna smash my head on the ceiling as a roll? That's bad design right there, guys. This is bad design. I have to do that. It's the only way I can get through that right there. Fairy type is the most annoying Pokemon. I wouldn't know what that is. Fairy?
Oh, fire type like Pokemon's like I think Jigglypuff like
Jigglypuff. I always made fun of Jigglypuff, and then I played Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Jigglypuff, like, I learned how to play really well with him, like...
I love Jigglypuff. Just a meme. Whenever he puts you to sleep, but then he has this one move where he can, like, instantly just, like, knock you out.
Yeah.
If you're asleep.
Yeah, I think that's funny that he can do that, and, like, he can roll into guys and bash them down and stuff. That's kind of fun. Oh, he's weak to the time slot. That's pretty unique. Kind of a fun thing to do. Jigglypuff!
Yeah,
Jigglypuff! Oh, you bastard. You know what? Two can play this game.
I can fly too. Bro takes care of just how
On the ground, bastard. Yeah, I like this weapon. Kind of a fun-looking weapon, the Noise Crush. Alright, boyos. Hooey.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what this was. I'll give it a like, even though I hated that Gutsman section. It's okay. It didn't make a lot of sense, but, alright, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll try to stream more again. But, you know, I'll try to stream more. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, guys. It's fun to do this once in a while. I hope you guys like the level. If you want that level, I'll send it to you in an email. And just kind of like you can play around with it and update it as much as you want. I don't think it's a very strong. I mean, it's okay. I did the best I could with it. But if you want to make another level out of it and do something with it, by all means. Where is it here? By all means, go ahead and do that, you know? This Nightlight City level. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go.